Loneliness is the coat you wear, a deep shade of blue is always there. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore, the moon ain't gonna rise in the sky, the tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without love, baby. Emptiness is the place you're in, with nothing to lose, but no more to win. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore, the moon ain't gonna rise in the sky, the tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without love, lonely without you.
Ruthlessly fail to understand all the rules. My time is now. I will show them my hand. Say my name when you pray to the sky. See Carolus rise. To the sky. It's not the taker. Take it out to the lake. To the sky. See Carolus rise. To the sky. See Carolus rise.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
Well, how do you do, everybody? It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. It's me, your friend Ethan. Ethan Van Sciver, 30-year veteran of the comic book industry, somebody who's been drawing these comics, these funny books for 30 years. It's great to be with you. Tonight, I've got a busy night, got a lot to talk about. We do. Let me see you guys in the chat. Let me just see what you're saying here. And just let me take your temperature. Let me take your temperature. Eric Medved says, click the like. That's a good idea. Everybody's saying hello. We got Chris Stanley. Dan Genevisi's here. Wow. Hello, Dan. How are you? Suzanne Eckstein is here. Amazing. Hello, Suzanne. Wonderful to see all of you. Zachary is here. Sir Locke is here. He says, let's talk. Let's have a little conversation. I think that's a good idea. Linkovich Chomovsky, classic comic skater. Where is he? Right here. Classic comic skater. He goes all the way back to the beginning. J.D. Kirby says, ah ha 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 ha, and then he says at the end, ha, with 3 A's. Already in a good mood. Talk about Joe Biden, says Nuclear Winter. Maybe we'll do that. Why not? When are you putting up a review? Oh, I got to do the Refuse honeycomb boxes. How do I do that? Let me see here. Baby way or adult way? Sir Locke says, I'm listening. Jim Laskus says, only 2 fingers, please. All right, well, we'll see what we can do. Paulus Art says, Ethan's looking very sharp tonight. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I had a nice nap. Because Andrea woke me up at 6 a.m. or something, 6:30, to take the kids to, what do I have to do? I had to take Kaylee to her bus stop. It was like 30 degrees this morning. So I had to drive her to the bus stop, and she's like, you got 2 hours of sleep, but I need your help. And I said, okay. And then she said, do you want to go back to sleep? And I said, no, I'm up. Let's have a day. And I did. And I was functioning at a high level today. I mean, I was really getting stuff done, kicking ass. And then around 4 p.m., I just said, that's enough of that. And I fell asleep. Had a wonderful dream in which I owned a palace that was surrounded by like beach, like, and everything. And I'm walking some friends through it, and all like this enormous room is filled with a bed. It's like a giant trampoline, but it's a bed. And we kind of jumped through it as we're talking about. It's really strange. I don't know why I dreamt that I had a bed that was it was the size of a football field. I'm not that fat. Let me see. You're ignoring your customers, you Brish, says Job of the Ender of Streams. Not at all. I listen to every single one of you. Jimmy Owens says, thanks for everything. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being a member for 30 months. I appreciate that. Yeah, people are excited to see Dan Genovese in the chat. They're like, we hardly ever see Dan Genovese. Ethan looks like he's wearing makeup. No, you know what this is? This is like a nice soft blur effect that you can... Hold on. It's called Touch Up My Appearance. Right now it's moderate, but you can turn it off and then you see the true hideousness of me. This is me without the... How do I share this with you guys? All right, hold on. Let me share this with you so you can see what... This is what... and this is... can I do this? Share current tab? I don't know if we can be redundant in this way. Maybe we can't. But there's a new tab that basically allows you to touch up your appearance. It says, touch up my appearance. And you click it, and suddenly you're blurry. But I'm only moderately touched up right now. There's a little bar that you can wiggle to the left or right. Now, watch me slowly become a monster again. Subtle. Hold on. Now, very subtle. Very subtle. Let's go to the extreme. Strong. Okay, now it's super strong. Let me take a look at myself. I like it. Woo! I look great. I'm going to do this. Star Tiger says, when are you going to ship my frog book? Soon, I guess. Ethan looking extra. Welcome back, Cotter. No, Ethan looking like a welcome back, Cotter extra. That's very funny. Thank you. Is EVS using a filter? He looks unnaturally blurry today. How do I look now? I look like one of the aliens in the Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Amazing. This is a great tool. I like it. Shut up, Ethan, says Greasy Pan Ham. That's not nice at all. Electronic makeup. Hold on a second. EVS is still a little blurry to me. It could be my pre-Jack Show hangover. Yes, start drinking, guys. EVS, touch up my appearance equals make you look gay. Well, I mean, whatever help I can get. I like it. The blurry sucks, says Anonymity T2. Well, now you understand what it is. Everybody's got it. And let me see. You can also mirror your camera. I can do this. That's new. I don't like that at all. All right, let me get rid of the filter. There we go. Sorry, guys. It's the Sheila filter. It says Java Ender. I still look filtered. I'm just handsome. That's all it is. It must be just handsomeness. All right, hold on. Let me see. Oh, we got a 10-pound super chat already. Flav says, Flav, hey, EBS, got my Cyberfrog Rec Planet goodies over in the UK a few weeks back. Just wanted to say hurrah and thank you very much. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Today, I sent out a bunch of international packages, and it was so much fun. It was great. I made a little video. Let me see. Share this. Oh, look at this. Look what's going on my Twitter right now. Drew G says, finally got all my Cyberfrog figures and comics. Some are signed by EVS. This is all of them. This is one of every single kind of Cyberfrog figure that you can get. You got the 2 Vespas, you got 5 frogs, and 3 Heathers. And it looks like he got a couple that he could take out of the box. There are the PVCs right there, Salamandroid and Cyberfrog. Look at what we did. I mean, you know what? Like, I'm so close to it. You know, it's like I work with this stuff every single day, and I work my ass off getting this stuff done. But, man, when you really look at it, it's pretty impressive. Thank you, Drew G. Oh, somebody posted a nice... this is a nice Sinestro that I did back in 2014-ish. Yeah, this is Forever Evil. And you can see, like, Sinestro's all suited up like Parallax. He's got his yellow Parallax armor on. He takes, like, a skeletal hand construct and crushes Power Ring to the wall. I said, look, I'm going to have him breaking his leg. You know, this is a wall. So he's, like, pinning him to the wall. And in doing so, he does it so violently, he breaks his leg. And he's like, ah, back there. Very proud of that. I drew the best Sinestro. I've never seen a better Sinestro than mine, ever. Not even the best Green Lantern artist drew Sinestro as well. So maybe because they didn't get it. All right, people getting their books. Okay, so here's the video I made today. This is wonderful. Look at this. Look at my bald head. See what these guys did here. Oh, yeah. All right, really good. Looks like we got a lot, maybe like 100 something. Yeah, it's a lot of boxes. Red Planets. All right, now look. Planets plus the Salamandroid Death Sting book. And here's the whole thing. Mikey is on vacation today, so Brighton stepped up. Let me tell you about Brighton. Brighton's a good kid. He wants a raise because Mikey is making about $2 an hour more than him. Mikey is kind of like the he's the guy who basically tells the other kids what to do over there. So he's been there the longest. I have the most trust in him. He's really great. So he's making about $2 an hour more than everybody else. Top rate. He's got top rate. Brighton got a raise a month ago. We were so impressed with the fact that we left him in the warehouse like he wanted to work on a Saturday. He worked on the Saturday and he straightened everything up, and he really he created alleyways between. He did a fantastic job of just maintaining the warehouse. And I took him aside. I said, Brighton, come here. And Andrea was watching. I didn't ask Andrea for permission for this. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. Should have asked her, but she was happy with it. Anyway, I said, hey, man, listen, you've earned a raise. You've earned $2 an hour. You've earned a $2 an hour raise because you're showing initiative around here. You're doing good work. It's really impressive. We're glad. We're glad to have you aboard. And he said to me, or he said this to Andrea, he said, don't you fire me the way that you did last year. Because last year, once warts and all, or whatever it was, he was working on some project last year. And once he was done, we just said, we can't use you anymore. We don't have anything else for you to do. He was like, don't do that again. I need my job. So he's working really hard to keep this job. And so Mikey today, Mikey takes a day off. He told me, look, I'm going to print out a bunch of labels. I'm going to do all these labels for this size of box. I'll leave them there for the guys to do. I'll do more than they'll be able to do. And then I'll be back. I'll be back Friday. So I was like, great. That's fine, Mikey. Good job showing initiative. Brighton shows up today and takes charge. He's got Zach working for him, not your boy Zach, the other Zach, the Zach that works for me. And he goes, hey, we shipped all of Mikey's labels. We did all the labels Mikey printed out. They're already over at UPS. I said, you put together 120 of the both comics, the Wreck Planet and Salamandroid, complete with everything in it, the frog toys in there. He's like, yeah. It was 11 a.m. when he called to say that. He said, we want to make more. So, he said, I got about 100 more of these crates here. And so I'm just going to put them together. So I was like, yeah, okay, that'll take you the rest of the day. 2 hours later, he calls me up and he's just like, done. Yeah, he's like, I got 125, I believe, crates. Put together more of them so you can start printing out labels. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was out of his mind. So I showed up and, made this video here, just let me see what these guys did. And sure enough, there's 125, probably more than that, of these crates sitting there. I'd only printed out 36 labels, as it turns out, because it takes a long time to print out international labels. You have to put the address in piece by piece, cut and paste it. And he goes, I'm going over to the warehouse. I took a look at the action figure campaign. So me and Zach are going over to the warehouse, and we've made a list of action figure packages that we could build for you. What? Great. So Julian Caesar says they're all empty. You think so? I mean, that would be a dirty trick. Did you check his work? Maybe he was taking shortcuts. As a matter of fact, I did, because one of the boxes that I put a label on was this plus an extra Salamandroid Death Sting. So I said, I'll just cut open one of the boxes. I'll put the extra Death Sting in there, and then I'll reseal it up and put the label on it, right? I opened it up. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Amazing. So this guy's doing good. We want to thank Brighton for his great work today. And I said, Brighton, is Mikey holding you back? And he just laughed. Empty boxes save on postage. No, they don't, because you have to, I'm like, how much does one of these boxes weigh? He says 2.4 pounds. So I'm printing out labels that are already prepaid, 2.4 pounds. If they were empty, they'd weigh 0 pounds. So anyway, Brighton did a great job. Got a lot of these boxes done. Got them out today. And yeah, I like it. I'm thinking about firing Mikey now. Maybe what's Mikey for? Listen, what do I need Mikey for? Brighton can do this. a lot, maybe like 100 something. These are Red Planets, Daily Red Planets, plus the Salamandroid Sting book. And of course, look at all this stuff that we made. Yes. Cyberfrog toy. And yeah, we packaged all these up. And I'm affixing, looks like Ireland, Australia, England, Canada, Portugal, Germany, Austria. They're all getting their packages today. So wonderful. I got these right here. So now it's time to stick the labels onto the boxes and get these some bitches out to you guys. Yes. Shipping these books is the best part of the day. Really. Best part of the day, shipping books to you guys. That's how sad my life is. Got in this argument, got involved in this argument. This is driving me nuts right here. It's insane. Shad Brooks.
Get many requests.
Oh, I can't watch this anymore. Shad Brooks is all over the Twitters talking about how he's an artist because he's getting really good at AI. And, you know, Georgie Alexopoulos got in it with him. And I guess I can't really see what Georgie's saying because Georgie has... How does George Alexopoulos have me blocked? I didn't do anything to George. But he's got me blocked. So I can't see what he's saying. But all I saw was that Shad said, you're getting emotional and taking this personally. I said, well, Georgie Alexopoulos getting emotional, taking things personal? You don't say. Glitch says, receive my Rec Planet notification. So I assume one of those packages is mine. Thanks, Brighton. I see, that's great. Glitch, yeah, it's on its way. Why the gay flag, though? This is a gay flag for Brighton. He's not gay. Let me see. Are there any FNT people with brain cells? I don't know. I got into this conversation. I said, I got to get out of this conversation. I got into it because I thought I could kind of clarify things. But I can't clarify anything to these to this situation. But it was interesting because like Shad is really like he ran with this. Is he doing this just to get people to sort of click on him? Because he trends while he's doing this. I mean, people like boo him and hiss him and stuff. Shad says it's funny seeing people's ignorance trying to dismiss the effort that goes into making good AI art with specific results, like a complex pose and consistent design, as I've proven multiple times, this video being a recent example. That's cool. So this is what, like, I guess it is. I guess Shad draws sometimes like this, and then he gives it to AI. And wait a second. So you drew this, and like AI fixed it and made it look like this. And I guess, yeah, that's just another tool. This is very much like me and a pencil, or a paintbrush, or a pen and ink. It's very similar. After all, you know, I start out with just, well, I mean, I guess in a way I do. I start out with a rough blue scribble, and then suddenly I use a different tool, which is an ink pen, and then it ends up looking like my artwork. So it's not too dissimilar from this situation where you've got this broken wackadoo figure, and then you give it to the computer, and it turns it into a fucking... look at this beautiful painting here. Fantastic. DJ Close says, Ethan, you call digital drawing cheating. That's right. So imagine how I feel about this. Unbelievable. Let me see here. So I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. EVS, your brain is an AI data storehouse, says Frankie Ramone. Yeah, maybe. Matty Dub says, only talentless people think these programs produce art. Well, I compared him to Icarus. I said, you are literally Icarus, like thinking that you're a bird. Icarus, of course, story of an upwardly mobile Greek who decided that what he was going to do was fly like the birds. And he used wax to make some bird wings. And it worked, you know, but he flew too high to the sun. And the sun melted the wax. The hubris of Icarus caused him to plummet down to the earth. And I said, this is very similar to what you're doing here. Like, you are not a bird. You are a guy using computer prompts. But then again, you're drawing this, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me see. Not everyone is granted amazing talent from God like we are, EVS says Max Bandwidth. That's precisely right. That's the entire point of all this. Nuclear Winter says Icarus drew too close to the sun, too. See, maybe that's why the comparison makes so much sense to me. Enrique, by the way, says, what did the ghost say to Joe Biden? I didn't vote for you. What did Joe Biden say to the ghost? Maybe not, but your pet sure did. All right, sorry about that. That was great. All right, so anyway, let's go back to Shad Brooks here. This is basically what he's saying. He's saying I do a drawing, and then using another tool, which is AI, I produce this. And that's why I am an artist. And some people are disagreeing with that. Reagan Lodge, for example, says you typed a bunch of words anyone could copy and paste to effortlessly get comparable results. And then Shad Brooks says, you know what? It's funny seeing people's ignorance. Trying to dismiss the effort that goes into making good art with specific results, like a complex pose and consistent design, as I've proven multiple times, this video being a recent example. You know what else is hard? That video game Guitar Hero. I can't do it. I've tried to play Guitar Hero. I'm no good at it. It isn't easy. It's a whole other skill, like learning to play Guitar Hero. Really tough, man. And I would never dismiss the effort that goes into making, getting a high score at Guitar Hero. Would never dismiss that effort, but I also wouldn't confuse that for being an actual musician. But why not, Ethan? You're making music. You're pressing the buttons on the guitar and it's making music. So it's just another tool towards making music, isn't it? It's just a tool for making music. I guess in a way, sure, yeah. Fail. L, Ethan. That's an L for you. Common EVS L. All right, fair enough. I just filled up my water bottle, filled it about 1/3 with ice cubes and then fresh water. Oh, it's awesome. Well, yeah, you're making music. Keith Dotson says, these people are tools. Guitar Zero, says Tolfer. Yeah, all right. So anyway, but it's easy to disprove me, Reagan Lodge. You say it's effortless, so it should only take you 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Just remake the image that this videos shows me making with the same pose, outfit, sword angle, hand grip, and expression to the same quality and resolution with only using a single prompt. As you claim, you just need to type in, quote unquote, a bunch of words. Anyone can do it after all. Go on. I'm waiting. Be a man. Back up your claims. We're coming up on the 60th anniversary of the Kennedy assassination. 60th anniversary. I like to observe that holiday every year, but it's a 60th anniversary this year, so it's like, arbitrarily special. Let me see. Great Halloween costume. Hey, you're dressed as a real artist. Well done, says Manic Boy Productions. Sometimes I don't know if you guys are being sarcastic or what's going on. Very soy, says Jedi Knight. Hold on. How come I can't share your... oh, there it is. Very soy. A little delay there. Yeah, it's my favorite assassination. There are a lot of good assassinations, but the JFK one is my favorite out of all of them, I think, looking back. But in that scenario, a lot of people say things like Lee Harvey Oswald couldn't have shot JFK from the book depository in that distance the way that he did. No gunman has ever been able to replicate his performance, and therefore it isn't possible. To which I say, phooey kablooey. You don't have to replicate his performance. He wasn't trying to replicate anyone's performance. He was just trying to shoot JFK. Now you put JFK in a car, and then you give somebody who is a trained Marine marksman a rifle, and you say, with a scope on it, and you say, you do it. And if he does it, if he's able to shoot and kill John F. Kennedy, I mean, I don't want that to happen, but if he is able to, it's too late. JFK's already dead, so it doesn't matter. Then he wins. See, what these people are doing is they're setting up an impossible benchmark. They're saying replicate what he did. That's a million times more difficult than just randomly trying to get the same basic result. The same basic result is shooting him in the head, right? I mean, that's all you're trying to do. That's all Lee Harvey Oswald was trying to do. And by the way, he missed every time. Three shots, missed every one because he was shooting, trying to get the back of his head. He didn't get him. He got him. He winged the side of his head and blew his ear off. It was good enough, but it wasn't, he missed. Okay. He wasn't that great. But you're asking somebody, nobody's been able to replicate those shots. Well, okay. So I got to hit him right in the same spot that Lee Harvey Oswald hit him. That's like my target is the size of a dime. And then I got to hit him like in this. Okay. Very few people could probably do that. Billy Tucci did it on the video game, though. I gave Billy Tucci the video game, like a sort of simulator of being Lee Harvey. It's a Lee Harvey Oswald simulator, and Billy Tucci got it. He had, I don't know, it took him like 8 times. Really enjoyed it, and he eventually got it. He got it down. Glitch says, "Thing is, Shad's brother is a competent cartoonist." Oh, I see. So there's a little bit of there's art in the family. I don't know anything about him really. EVS is terrible at logic, says Dungeon Master Blaster. How? What did I say that was wrong? Hold on a second here. Ethan is losing it. Lee Harvey Skyver? No, guys. What I'm saying is this. It's very similar. I'm saying that, it's... Wait, what am I saying? Where was Tooch 60 years ago? Let me see. Hey, Ethan, watch what the governor of Texas, who was in the car, said after the shooting. It's telling. What did he say? He said, they're going to kill us all. He said, they're going to kill us all, multiple. He meant the Jews, I think. That's what he meant. No, it's Lee Harvan Skyver. See, he put that together a little bit better. Gleb Nerzin says, EVS is threatened by anyone affiliated with Friday Night Tights. That's so true, dude. They're calling my house. They're like, we're coming to kill you. All of them are threatening me. Especially that Ryan Cannell. He's like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Spikey Madness says, you're talking out your ass. No, I'm not. You guys are not getting my point. My point is that you cannot replicate. It's much more difficult to replicate Shad M. Brooks' results here, his exact results. You're more likely to get your own results, and they might be good, but this is not something that you can do. You can't just say, look, I randomly came up with this, and now you have to come up with the same thing if your point makes any sense. Pablo Diablo says, your point is stupid. Pablo, what the Ethan is threatened by the mob to keep his mouth shut about JFK. Yeah. Why is everybody after me today? Friday Night Tights is going to tape dollar bills to E's door. Please don't. All right, now hold on a second. Isn't your point the top of your head, EVS? Says Bear. No, it's my nose. All right. There you go. All right, so the point is this. The point is you can't make this. You can't remake this, no matter how you try. It's not going to happen. And by the way, saying, go on, I'm waiting, be a man. Now you've brought manhood into it. See, now it's an insult. All right. Here's what I say to this. And I think he's responding to me here. Is he? I said, what people object to is the arrogance of applying the term artist to yourself. You're using a tool to generate images. They're lovely. You are no more an artist than Icarus was a bird. 100% true. Yeah, people are not saying, this isn't a good tool. This isn't fun. This isn't great. What they're saying is, this doesn't make you an artist. Using this result is not your result. This is the AI's result. Now, if you could do this, then that would be great. Or if you could do this without AI, like if you could do this with a pencil, if I give you a pencil and you did this, pen, brushes, ink, whatever, and you did something kind of similar, then I guess that would be impressive. But your result was this. This is what you fed in, and this is what you got, and it's a little bit deceptive about how much you put into it. So it's hard to really say that you are an artist in the same way, I guess, that like Georgie Alexopoulos is claiming to be an artist. Is he an artist too? Shadbrook says an artist is someone who makes art. Simple as that. That's not arrogance. It's a simple fact. Shad is a writer more than he is an artist. These are enormous replies, enormous rambling replies. Never really spoken to Shad before. But he did the same thing to Georgie. Like he wrote him like a whole wall of text in response to him saying, "No, man, shut up." And then you get like a huge wall of text from him. An artist is someone who makes art. Simple as that. Yes. That's not arrogance. It's a simple fact. I guess the question is, what is art, Shad? What is art? That is the important thing. Like, what exactly is art? It's not a statement of the quality of their art or the perceived value between mediums of art. Well, that's actually debatable. Or even if all AI generated images is art, you can hate AI art. It's not art. It's their images. I got no issue with that, but I will expect people to be consistent in their standards. So what is your standard for what is an artist? This is long. I don't want to read any more of Holy God Almighty. All right, let me see here. What did I say to him? I hope I didn't just say up your nose with a rubber hose. I hope I actually said something better. I said this to him. Gay. I just responded like this. Gay. So I think I won the argument. Let me see. Got no, for fuck's sake, Jersey English. Got no. My English has gotten 50 times worse because I really, really like the way Andrea is like true Jersey. She says, I seen that movie. I'm like, I'm going to start saying seen again. I really like it. I used to say that when I was a kid. And then I started to cringe at it and say, no, I saw it, guys. I'd say this to my friends. I saw that movie. And they'd say, yeah, well, we seen your future of hanging from your locker by your underpants, the back of your underpants. And they give me a wedgie and throw me in my locker. JEC calls this a wall of cope. It kind of is. By the way, this is AI generated Charles Nelson Riley. And is it art? I guess it is art in a way. I saw. All right, hold on a second. This isn't what I said to him. I didn't say gay. I said this to Cecil. I would never respond with gay over this argument. I just wouldn't do that. Art is an expression of human creative skill and imagination. There we go. Now, ordinarily, you would say art is an expression of human creative skill and imagination, but here I think you would underline human, right? Like, what is art? Can a computer make art? No. It can make illustrations. It can make images. We've seen it do that. Elephants paint. Yeah, sure. Sure they do. Let me see this. Visual anxiety art. Thanks for $20. Shad is kind of dumb. I've used AI art. There isn't any talent to switching settings on an art generator to try and get an outcome versus conceptualizing silhouettes, nailing down shape, language, etc. So God isn't an artist? Not in my opinion. What about the monkey that makes art? Cecil. No, Cecil's human. He's not a monkey. He's a person. He just acts like a monkey sometimes. Wait, so photography is not art, says Christopher. Well, it is. It is actually. It's an expression of human creative skill and imagination. Some photography is art, but not all photography is art. Just taking a photograph doesn't make it art. Hard to define, but it is a creative expression, right? Not just you just flatly, taking an image, taking a photograph of an image and letting the camera do the work. Let me see. I'm sure it can and will, but wait. I'm not saying that AI can't assist in the creation of art. I'm sure it can and will, but it's simply more than just another medium. Until you yourself don't need to rely upon it to create work like this, you aren't an artist. Pure hubris to just say otherwise. So my thing about AI, I guess, would be that it could be helpful to actual artists. Some of you are really dumb. Some of you said, well, you can't create art without a pencil. So I guess you're not an artist either. And that's when I just get off the internet for a while. So if you have to, like, if you depend on AI to make images that look like this, then you're not an artist. You're somebody who's utilizing a computer, an AI. You're basically commissioning a computer to do a drawing for you. And then somebody says, well, you're commissioning your pencil to do a drawing for you. I'm like, I gotta lay down. I can't talk about this anymore with you people. That's the whole thing. No, I would just say, I mean, an artist is somebody who, it's like you could use AI, I guess. The same way Stevie Ray Vaughan could probably, if you were still alive, could probably play Guitar Hero. And maybe he could do it better than you and I. But he can actually also play the guitar. Ethan could draw with a burnt stick on the sidewalk. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. They gave Ethan a brain tumor, says Urashima Taru. I feel like it. Like, I'm just like, wait, what? I don't want to untangle this. I'm talking this retarded. I don't want to untangle your retarded argument. I don't want to. And I go lay down. Chris Stanley says this same discussion happened with electronic music back in the late 70s and early 80s. Okay. That isn't music either. Yeah, a lot of people said that's not really music. Mortal V says, ah ha 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 ha, Ethan is being defeated by insane troll logic. Ethan finally loses it. Spiral. More or less, yeah, because it's like, I don't want to know. And then I go, should I try to explain this to this person? I go, no. It's like punching a tar baby. I'm not doing it. Okay, boomer, says Pablo Diablo. So I guess we could disagree or something. I think it's interesting to see people just being like, look at this AI. You got Vito Giswaldi using AI to make images of Captain Marvel, like Brie Larson crying for thumbnails. I think that's the best usage of AI, is to make thumbnails for your videos. I don't know how to do it yet. I haven't even tried, but that's a fair, good usage of AI. Is it art? I don't know. Maybe in a way it kind of is. Like making Brie Larson cry, and it looks real. She's screaming and crying and stuff. She's molding and coping. Dungeon Master Blaster says, I hate AI art. I like some of it. I'm just saying it. I like it. No, I think it's good. I'm just saying it doesn't, saying I'm really good at using AI. I don't think that's being an artist. That's just my opinion, guys. I guess I could talk about it a little bit more. Is sampling music? No. Not really, no. But make up your mind, says 68. Well, it's complicated. Is sampling music making art? Or is it making music? Yeah, like in a way it is, if you take a sample of something and then you use that as a tool to incorporate it into a larger piece. Like if you sit there, if I sample, ooh, Rock Me Amadeus, and then sort of sample it and use it as a note to build a song from, I mean, I suppose that's music. However, if I push a button, if I type in, make me a song using Rock Me Amadeus as a sample, and then the computer does it for me, is that art? Hey, AI can write poetry. So if I just say, write me a poem for my wife, am I now a poet once that comes out of the computer? Am I suddenly a poet? AI can write scripts. So if I make the computer write me out a script for Cyberfrog 4, and I'm thinking about it, does that now make me a writer? Spike and Madness says, Jesus, you are losing the plot, E. What's the plot? Is there a plot against me? Sagittarius A, Astro says, to the guy who said the bit about electronic music is not AI. Electronic music was not a device that could produce a song with vocals by you asking it to make a song like Elvis. What he said is correct. There's a difference between being a musician and an artist, too. Just because you can play musician doesn't mean you can write artist something. Beautiful Dark Twisted Faggotry says, Ethan has lost his damn mind. I did that a long time ago. Crazy. Is your blood sugar low? EVS says Wizard Sleeps. No, it's just fine. My blood sugar's fine. I guess. I don't know. Mark Alcatraz says, I'm so confused. When did Chad call himself an artist? He's just defending the act of producing images with AI. Well, no, he's calling himself an artist, too. Enrique says, we're talking about a generation that is okay with cheating. Joke's on Ethan. The entire chat is AI. Was Yoko an artist? Ooh. Yes. Well, I mean, Yoko's art, what is art? I mean, art is human expression, and at its best, it can make you feel a certain way. Doesn't necessarily make you feel good. You know, her artwork made me feel horrible, but it made John Lennon feel good. There's nothing more delicious, nothing than ice water. It's wonderful. You guys should really start drinking more water like me. Finbar Hooley says, a product is a product, regardless of the manufacturing technique. A tool is a tool. Never use Photoshop again if that's going to be your stance. I'm not saying that AI cannot produce a product. I'm not saying that AI is not a tool. I am saying it is not producing art. I am saying that a person who relies upon AI is not an artist. Those are the two things that I'm saying. Feel free to use it. Like I said, Vito uses it quite effectively. I like his, and you're going to see a lot more AI-generated thumbnails. So you're just going to say, badass. That's amazing. Yoko is art. Bad art, says Hidden Hand Media. By the way, did you guys hear the new Beatles song today? The new Beatles song just came out. It is pretty damn good. Very excited about it. I was moved by it. I had to listen to it twice. Very, very cool. And that, of course, was something that was assisted with AI as well. AI was used to recognize John Lennon's voice and pull it out and strengthen it, clean it up, you know, from a crappy old tape from 1978. Hatch 450SX says, it's not the Beatles without John. Well, I mean, I know, but he wrote the song. You know, it's him. Like, he's the lead singer on the song. So there's not really, I mean, it's not official, you know, it's not, but it is all four Beatles working on one song written by John Lennon. So it's pretty close to being a Beatles song. Paul McCartney said, if I'd asked John, do you want me to finish this song? Do you want us to finish it? He would have said, yes. I think he's right. Big Boy Elroy says, AI prompt engineer, 5 years experience required. Really? The song stunk, says a 100% sucks. Beatles, thumbs down. Wait a second. It's a 6 out of 10. Not terrible. I thought it was beautiful. It's all right, but it wasn't as good as the other two from the 90s. Real Love and Free as a Bird. That I agree with. Listen, now and then, good song, says Fan Art Exhibit. Yeah, I agree. George Harrison didn't like it. He said, let's not do this one. Lord Hinson Comic Skater said, did you cry? No, not even close. Listen to the Beatles. I'll stick to women. Thanks, says Chris Topher. You mean that makes you gay? Wow, guys. Goldman, thanks for $20. Shad made a 3-hour response to a 22-minute video by an industry professional criticizing him. They were supposed to debate, but Shad wouldn't take part in it if his critic was there, so they chose someone else instead. Wait a second. 3-hour response to a 22-minute video by an industry professional criticizing him. That's a lot. Again, I would invite him to just post the Charles Nelson Riley holding up a sign that says gay. That's a lot quicker, probably a lot more effective. Beatles are gay AI, confirmed. Says Alex VRB. Derail Gaming. It's like commissioning an artist to do something and claiming you are now an artist because he drew what parameters you wanted. That's precisely right. But what if you stand over his shoulder and say, no, move that arm like I did to Shane Davis last night? By the way, Shane Davis, very upset with me last night. I really think Shane was mad at me. John, Malin, me, and Shane, we're making these connecting covers. And John, did you guys see this last night? You cucked Shane Davis. I hope I didn't cuck him. But I think he was mad at me because he's like, you know what? The hell with you. You guys do it without me. So John Malin sat there and he drew these beautiful connecting covers. Like that we're going to use all three of our characters. John Malin did the overall layout. He said, I'm going to do this and this. I'll put this in. And it was really good. John Malin knows how to draw layouts. He's really, really good at constructing. Let me see if I can pull this up here. All right. Oh, this is what, okay. So Shane is responding to all this. John is really, really good at doing layouts. He's really great at it. And I looked at it. I said, yeah, this is good, John. Like, this is perfect. This is what we should do. He knows how to kind of put something together. Let me see. Trying to find the actual image of John's layout before everybody started drawing on it. Anyway, John did this layout, and Shane decided to do it differently. He decided to go his own way. And I feel like it would have been better if he'd stuck to the layout a little bit more. Okay. So this is John Malin's layout right here. Let me show you for all three covers. Where is it? How come everything is difficult? Let me pull this up somewhere else. Okay. If I open this in a new tab, that should work without revealing all my secret messages. All right, there we go. So this is what John Malin came up with. Obviously, he almost completely drew his characters in there. He was going to do the foreground. And these guys just invited me to join this whole thing. This was never my idea. They were planning this for months before they asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. So it feels like I'm kind of, John's like, here, this is Cyberfrog. He roughs in a Cyberfrog shape. He's got this beautiful thing. So here's what you got. You got three covers put together, Godlike, Inglorious Rex, and you got Cyberfrog. And as you can see, our two characters are big on the cover. And then Shane Davis has his characters pushed back a little bit. There's Anatomic. There's Alex Stone. And there is a 232 punching another monster back. That's a really sharp layout. It works. It's visually pleasing when you put the three books together. And also when you take them apart. Like, it's going to look really good. Well, Shane is somebody who likes to think for himself. And I think that's like his biggest flaw, is that he's like somebody who's just like, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. So Shane kind of went his own way, and he did this. Like, instead of drawing like a full figure of his character, he wanted his character to be the same size as Godlike. So he drew this, and I yelled at him. You got to see this video. I yelled at Shane. I was like, Shane, like, look at what you've done. And you blasted, you're taking up all this room on my cover. Like, I got to put Cyberfrog in here. When I put Cyberfrog in here, your guy is shooting him in the head. Shane got very upset with me about that. Here's the original layout again. I just think it's better. So anyway, Shane today has decided that he threatened to quit the project because of my criticism of him. But today he turns in this, which I guess is better. He pushed Alex back a little bit. This is good. Alex should be like here, but then again, and then 232 should be huge. And instead of having the arm taking up all of Cyberfrog's real estate here, Cyberfrog would cover up this entire arm. I said, move this arm up, and he did. I think this looks a little bit better. Still, I wish that Alex were posed differently, but I think it's just that Shane put a lot of work into it already. Why criticize people when they've already put in a lot of work? What do you guys think of that? Yeah, Shane got his feelings hurt. Like, I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I just wanted to tell him that John was great. You should never question John Malin. Visual Anxiety Art says the Eagles are better than the Beatles. No, they're not. P.S. Shad doesn't understand this debate because his art hasn't been affected by AI yet. Let me see. Anus Hogg says, you guys are funny. Travis Parrick says, tell Shane to quit being a tiddy baby. Okay, I will. Shane, quit being a titty baby. Let me see. It's an AI drawing. Matty Dub says, don't run Shane off. We need him. No, I would not do that. I would not run Shane off, and nor would I disrespect him ever. But I'm just like, oh, John's original layout was so good. Shane's character looked really heroic. Let me see. Cyberfrog looks like a side character, says Sarangus Fungus. Well, I mean, he's just going to be, I'll make him look cool. And don't you worry about it. But yeah, this is going to be a really, really nice triptych comic. Make Cyberfrog tanky with guns and armor. Should I do that? Should I have Cyberfrog connected to Chelsea? I guess I could. I could do whatever I wanted to do. I could have him looking as kick-ass as possible here. Shouldn't that giant in the back be crushing one of the titles? I mean, he could. I don't want him crushing my title because, look, on my book, I've just got one big flexing arm behind Cyberfrog because of this layout. It's going to look weird. Michael Rushbrook says, trolls claiming that the pencil is making the art for you are the same type of people that blame their pencil on their failed tests and exams at school. Ian Howe says, I'm still waiting for my first wave set, but I just got a couple figures I backed separately. A Heather and a blue Cyberfrog. They look fantastic. Oh, nice, Ian. Yeah, we'll get everything out to you. Let me see. I like Shane's better, says Chris's Comics. The arm is always going to be a problem, says JC. Yeah, I'll get it in there. I will make it work. Like, I don't want to hurt Shane's feelings. I really don't. But yeah, I really like John's layout. And I think, again, when I express myself, maybe I'm clumsy with people's feelings. Maybe this is a weakness of mine. Maybe I have to, maybe I have to address that. Amoral Fat 40 ounce says, make Cyberfrog go hard. This is why you never collaborate if you're not a team player, says Anthol Considious Foul. Yeah, I don't know if I am. I think I'm a team player. I think I am. Diversity is your strength, says Adventure Industries. No, diversity is their strength. And you know who I mean by they, right? EVS is the victim here. Let me see. EVS, go to C2E2, says Randy Siplon. Well, that would be the plan. Yeah, I mean, if this works out the way that we want it to, then we will go to C2E2. This project has to be great. It's already been very controversial. The way that it was launched kind of made people think that we were saying, pay our way to C2E2 instead of we're going to be creating these books that we're going to offer. And the money that we raise from these books, we're going to spend on going to C2E2 and getting a big table. People were outraged. It was just poorly explained. But yeah, if this works out and we make enough money to go to C2E2, that's what we're going to do with the money. That's what we're agreed on. The one good thing that came out of this fight last night was that there's going to be an alternate middle piece drawn by Cecil. So Cecil is going to be drawing himself on a dirt bike, doing a jump off a ramp in front of 232 with Shane Davis wrapped around his neck. And that made me laugh really hard. Stuff like that makes me laugh. Sway Rod says, make Cyberfrog carry something huge like Atlas. Shane refused to do the layout, only to refuse to follow John's layout. You think that's what it was? Why would he do that? John's layout is really, really good. I mean, I'm not somebody who, I'll follow a layout. I used to see for Convergence, Dan Jurgens did a bunch of layouts that I had to follow. I was happy to do it. That's somebody else did the layout. This is just a really, really nice layout. And it's a nice heroic shot of Alex. It's perfect thing here. You get a big shot of Anatomic. And I told Shane, I said, you got Anatomic back here. You got a lot of room. You can have her flip around. A nice ass shot of Anatomic, like she's fighting the villains on the other side. And Shane just refused. He said, I'm not doing that. What is all this? Why does John draw like this? What are these lines here? What are these dots? I never looked that close at like one of John's layouts before, but what the hell is this? He's got dot, 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 dot. And like, what is this? Why are there dots everywhere? John, why do you draw like this? That's really weird. Dot, 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 dot. Like he did a connect the dots for himself here. I mean, the end result, like, you can't really argue with it. I'm just saying, like, why? Why does he do this? See what I'm saying? All right, let me see. Why isn't Cyberfrog in the center, says Cases? Again, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm happy. I'm fine. I don't have any, I'm not complaining. Which Cyberfrog will be on the cover, modern or blue, says JC. I don't know. I mean, I will draw Cyberfrog with guns out, I guess. Whittle Shane. Whittle Shane Davis and his stupid feelings, says P. Callen. No. His feelings are valid. I don't want to hurt them. Queen Bee says, I'm not backing Cyberfrog as a side character. He's not a side character. Look how big he is. He's huge on the cover. Shane's ego is out of control, says Doug35. Well, my ego isn't out of control. Even if Cyberfrog were presented as a side character in this piece, in which I'm sharing a triptych with two books that sell combined a third of what my book sells, I'm humble enough to listen. Sure, like I'll be a side character next to these fellows. Yurashima Taru says, Shane was pissed all night, said he had a headache, says I fucking ruined Shane's day by telling him to follow John Malin's. Oh, God. Follow John Malin's layout. And it ruined Shane's day. I didn't mean to do that. It's called pointillism, Ethan, says Trey Chester. Here's Liam Gray. He says, when Shane mentioned legalities over the placement of his character on another cover, I had flashbacks to 90s Image and thought, what's the big deal? If this is fun, let's just make an epic triptych. Yeah. Cyberfrog is only on one page, but John and Shane had 3 covers of art. Well, here's the thing about that. Like, I compared it to something that I'm used to. I'm used to sitting on when I fly places. There are 3 seats back in coach, and I'd inevitably either have the window or I'd have the aisle, one of the two. And then they put a very fat person in the middle seat sometimes, and you're pushed either into the window, like they take up your space, or they push you into the aisle. It's a little like sharing space with Shane Davis here, because, I've got the space here. I'm like, this is my room to draw. This is my chance to shine. But Shane Davis is all he's all over the cover, and his character is shooting mine in the head. But I didn't complain. I was just like, okay, so he's shooting him. All right. That's just the way it is. That's okay. I mean, it is good, though. It is good. So this is what we're going to be working with. I've got all this room now. Plenty of room to do a great Cyberfrog. I think it's going to be terrific. I don't have an ego. Chris Topher says, all that cover and no dongs. Anna will be disappointed. Dongs? Yeah, where are the dongs? Yeah, like I said, Ethan passive aggressively not complaining as usual. Yeah, that's how I see it, Just want to let everybody know that I'm happy to do this. Now, look, hold on. This is tough. When you say, I'll buy John's cover and Ethan's, these don't connect. You need to get Shane's too. If you only buy my cover and John's cover, you're going to have two arms that are joined at the middle. You see what it's going to look like? You'll have this arm and you'll have this arm. And it's not going to look right. You need to have Shane's cover too. This is the start of the end of Comicsgate. The big three are getting petty. I'm not getting petty at all. I'm perfectly okay. I'm like, listen, you guys, whatever you say goes. No problem here. I'm not complaining at all. These guys, I'm very humble about all this. Hey, speaking of humbleness, I wonder if you guys, I think tonight's the last night. Tonight, and at midnight, I'm going to take this down. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but it's enough already. Cyberfrog Dark Harvest and also Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination are both live right now. The links are in the description below. If you back this, either of these campaigns at any level right now, any level, just back anything on the campaigns, you will find at checkout that you can get a Vespis action figure, just like the ones that everybody else is receiving right now. You can get a Vespis action figure at a deep discount, $30 rather than $75 with any purchase from Red Extermination or Dark Harvest. Also, in the Dark Harvest campaign, you can get a 90s Cyberfrog action figure at a deep, slightly less deep discount, but still a good discount, $25 instead of $40. So you can get that on the Dark Harvest campaign. Just back anything, you can get a Vespis and a Frog. You can get both of them. You can get one or the other, whatever you want to do. But yeah, back these campaigns tonight. I'd appreciate it. And the other thing, of course, is as I continue to show, I think I'm going to end this. We had a great sale. Thank you guys for backing these. I think we must have sold like 7 or 8 of these packages. Flash sale. It's still live right now. All 4 Comicsgate beanies here are marked down. Yeah, we sold 7 of them. You can get all 4 Comicsgate beanies for $70. That is a very nice markdown because they're each $25. So you can go over there and get a Comicsgate beanie. Also, I think I got to do a new flash sale for today. I want to do a flash sale every day. Let me see. Sellers, other items. What do I do a flash sale on? I think I should do a Cyberfrog book this time. Oh, you know what we'll do? Hold on a second here. This will be good. Everybody. All right, here we go. Ultimate Cyberfrog Blood Honey White Edition. Yeah, this is really powerful. Beautiful white Ghost Edition embossed. Look at that. It looks like it's made of ivory. It's really beautiful. $25 ordinarily. Tonight, we're going to knock it down. This is the best deal that you'll be able to get ever. You're going to love this, guys. Let me see. Share this tab. All right. $15. Quantity more than 6. Let's do 30. We'll just put 30 up there. I think we have 100 of these still. So a big box at the warehouse. Revise it. Oh, I got to put flash sale in there. And make sure that people view listing. People know it is a flash sale. How do I revise it? Revise listing. Okay. Perfect. All right. Flash sale. Wonderful. So these are $15 tonight. You can get a copy of Cyberfrog, Ultimate Cyberfrog Blood Honey for $15 with the white embossed cover. Let me share it right here. I'll share it to Twitter first. Post. Excellent. And then I will share it with you guys. Stop sharing. View listing. Okay, very good. Get $15 Blood Honey here. I think that's the lowest it's ever been. So this is good. All right. Put that up and then I'll pin it to the chat. And then we'll get right back to work. Trolls, views. I don't even think about the name of my show anymore. Like, I don't even try to come up with a clever title. I don't think you need to do it. People just go, oh, Ethan's streaming. 232 has to be the logical proportion. 100%, says Michael Desjardins. Did I pronounce that correctly? Here's Chuck Finley. Any chance of another all caps zip up hoodie? Yeah, I've had a couple of designs thrown my way. Like I said yesterday, because somebody asked me the same question yesterday, they're very expensive to make, and I got to make the minimum order quantity is high. It's like I can't remember if it's 1,000 or 2,500, but I remember being like, that's a lot of. We ended up selling through all of them, which was great, and we did make a good profit on it, but it was a big, scary investment. You know, when you have to buy 2,500 of a zip-up hoodie, like, what if people don't like it and you're stuck with them? But yeah, like maybe we will, because we did sell through them. Ethan, we'll mail in slab Shane's cover and sell them at $100 each. Shane lost. They weren't even slab. They were just $100. That was the price. Yeah, Shane's reaction to that really surprised me. You know, because I thought he'd be proud of that. But somebody asked him, like, how do you feel about, like, you know, your ISOM cover? Did it help you? And he said, no. He said, I think all it really did was it just, you know, it's like, no, you know, you probably got more fans. So he's like, no, I think basically all Shane Davis fans were invited to spend $100 to buy my cover. And I don't think it really helped me at all. I was like, well, I didn't look at it that way. That's crazy. It's kind of true. Sleeveless camo hoodies, EVS. Chop chop, says J Bomba fan. Any chance of a Comicscape Peaky Blinder hat? That's a good idea. 8 Blood Honey boxes, says Wizard Sleeves. All right. How do I sell blood? You guys want Blood Honey box? I've got 8 Blood Honey boxes that were returned, so that you guys understand what's going on here now. They might have Ides of March in them. I don't know. I haven't opened them. But it's going to be a lottery. I'm not saying any of them do have. Jimmy Max says, I can hear Ethan getting fatter. Okay. I'm not saying that any of them do have Ides of March in them, but 1 or 2 of them might, or all of them do. I don't really know. Okay. So you might get an Ides of March. You might not. It's going to be a surprise because I don't know. I'm not going to open the boxes. I'm not going to charge differently for them. So it's just going to be a little bit of a lottery. It's not going to. How do I do this? All right. I'm going to charge $300 for them. I think that's fair. I got 8 boxes, $300. Oh, nice. Who would like to buy one of the boxes? We'll just do it like that. Does anybody want a box? If you want a box, let's see, what's shipping for the box? In the United States, it's $40 to ship a box. Let me know, like, if you're if you're outside of the U.S. Well, why not $1 million? Says Nuclear Winter. Let me see. What do you mean $1 million? Why not $1 million? $300 for a honeycomb box. They're selling for like $400. All right. So who wants one? Does anybody want one? So what I'm going to do is this. Let me see. If you say me, I'm going to say yes. 300 confirmed, says Stealth X5. Urashima Taru, you want one of these? Sir Angus Fungus wants one. Sir Angus Fungus. All right, so you can have one. Here's my PayPal. I'm going to just type it in here. 12032@gmail.com. If you are in the United States, just hold on. Let me acknowledge everybody who wants one. Sir Angus Fungus, if you would like a box, you can have one for $340 in the United States. There's my PayPal. Send me $340 and include your address in the transaction. Urashima Taru, if you want one, you got one. Do the same thing, okay? Let me see. Stealth X5, 300 confirmed, $340. If you want one, you got one. Send me a PayPal for $340. J Bomba Fan says, take the Ides of March out, dummy. Nope. I'm not doing it. The entire box was returned to me. I gotta just I'm just giving you whatever was in the box. It's the way it is. Let me see. Andy Gogo, if you want one of these, you got one. That's 4. 4 of them sold. Send to my PayPal, $340. Will Smith wants one. That's 5. Will Smith, if you want one, you got it. $340. That's 5. Sarangus Fungus, you got yours. Aaron Booth, if you want one, you got one. Do you want one? I'm just assuming you want these. Let me see. That's 6. You got it. Christopher says, I'll take one, but what I can pay is a lottery too. You got to be more. Sorry. Oh man, yelling at the clouds. You want one? You got it. That's 6. No, I'm definitely not giving them away. Sell them on eBay, dummy. I'm not doing that. You guys sell them on eBay. Let me see. Anybody else? So I got 2 more. Brandon, you want one? You got one. Send me $340 to my PayPal. And yeah, it is kind of impromptu, isn't it? I don't know how else to do this. I'm not putting them on eBay. Let me see. I saw you guys. Nate 313. Okay, you seem to be the next one in line. If you want one, $340 to my PayPal. If you are in England or somewhere else, be a little bit more kind with the shipping. The shipping is kind of pricey to send one of these overseas. More like $100 to ship one of these overseas. Okay, so I gave away 8 of them. I'm going to look and see if 8 transactions come through my PayPal. The guys who refuse must be pissed. Well, Chris, what am I going to do? You refuse. These guys actually refuse the box at their door to send it back to me to tell me to go F myself. Okay, I mean, now they're getting resold. So that's what it is. G. Swift says, what's in the box? These are refused honeycomb boxes that were returned to our house. Yeah, that's the way it is. All right, so let me see. We'll see if I get 8 transactions on PayPal, then we're good. I'll give it like 30 minutes. I know it's messy. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know how to do it otherwise. PayPal. Oh, I should I'll get a notification in my email. That'll be the best way to go. And then whatever doesn't come through, I'll just sell again. So 1, 2. Looks like I got 2 PayPal so far. So that's cool. If you were invited to buy one, you're good. You're in. All right. So and I'll go back and check. And if I don't get all 8, I will go ahead and I will offer them whatever's left again. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Oh, Nate says he doesn't have PayPal. All right, hold on a second here. $340, right, Brandon? Yes. UK is expensive, but I'll take $100 in shipping for UK. It's usually more like $150, but yeah. Okay, so we do have an extra one. Somebody else want one? Carbon Heart says that was an interesting sale. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Can you confirm that you got it? Well, I'm gonna let me see. 1, 2, 3. Here's another one. Okay, let me see here. Who else wanted another one? Let's see. What's in them? They are honeycomb boxes. Paul Ogg, you want it? You can have it if you want. Just, again, here's my PayPal address. There you go. So send it over there. Yeah, Nate, no problem, pal. You know, whoever. Yeah, I can't put them up on the campaign. That just seemed. Aren't those $50 on eBay? If you can get one for $50 on eBay, get it. You know, they're more than that. They're about $400 or $600 on eBay right now. Aaron Booth has gotten one. Let me see. I got one. Hold on a second here. Oh, this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. 5 PayPals. Let me see who they're from. Okay, I received one from Aaron Booth. I received one from Chris R. Okay, you know who you are. I received one from Michael S. I received one from Brennan Estevez. You said your name. I received one from William H. And let's see. Oh, I just got one from Paul Ogg. So he's good. All right, are we good? Let me see how this is. Yeah, I was thinking about how to do this all day. Like I wasn't sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think 6 are in. There's 6. Okay, yeah, I just got Paul Oggs, so I'm waiting for 2 more. And we'll see how that goes. And if they don't, they don't pay, then we will offer them up again. Let me see. Alfred Rises says, yes, you should have received my request for payment. Thank you, Alfred. I appreciate that. I'll be happy to send you a few bucks. You deserve it. All right. So, we got another one. Oh, no, that's a contribution to Red Extermination. Thank you for that, too. All right. Which one was Hiroshima? A little bit of doxing here. Sorry about that. Lamau. Hatch 450SX says, still waiting for my box I ordered on launch day. Hatch 450SX, yeah, I know. I think you have a sketch with yours. I got a whole box of sketches, and they haven't distributed any of them yet. But they're going out. Trust me, they're going to go out probably tomorrow. I'm going to make them do that. Tiny Baby Slaw says, did you receive a payment from Mike Hawk? Yeah. Hatch 450XX says, I live in New Jersey, too. Well, that'll be easy then. All right, hold on a second. Let me look at Super Chats and see what goes on here. You're not done shipping boxes, right? I snagged one of them from the Second Chance campaign. Yeah, I'm not done at all. We're not done shipping anything. We just have these boxes sitting in the garage. There's something obscene about a delusional clown calling himself an artist because he can prompt engineer a picture from an AI system trained on the work of real artists. Get the fuck out, says Dorby. Thanks for $10. Earthmind says, can you stop and make sure it's not my honeycomb box before selling them? Lol. I'm sure don't worry, Earthmind. We'll take care of you. Okay, I read this one. Here we go. Here's Cecil. He says, might put Shane in a... That actually crossed my mind, Cecil. I like the idea of you riding a bike and Cecil against the moon and Shane is in the front basket. Oh, God, that would be hilarious. That's something that you should draw anyway, even if it isn't a cover. Oh, God. All that cover and no dongs. Let me see. Did I read all of these? I think I read most of them. You guys are very kind. Thank you for the super chats tonight. Wonderful. Appreciate you. All right, where are we at? We got another one. Another PayPal's in from Will Smith. So we got one more. We're just waiting for one more. And if that doesn't come in, we're gonna get that. We'll put that up in a second. Josh 1945 says he has my docs. I'm coming to take money to your door though, so it's not that bad. Cecil, that image is in my head now. I gotta see that. That is hilarious. Thank you, Will Smith. Received. I did get yours. Who am I waiting on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just waiting on one. I'm waiting on one more order. And then we'll... Is somebody sending it to me, or should I put it up again? The average selling price of the honeycomb box is $180 currently. Where are you getting 400 from? Where do you see 180? I looked at the eBay, and it's they're doing very, very well right now. Let me see here. EVS half docs, lol. And keep my wife's head out to fucking box. Let me see. I'm waiting on a new handle. Here is Liam says, I couldn't get Earthmind his book. It kept getting sent back. Everyone should make sure their address is correct when backing. Oh God. Let me see. Andy Gogo says, put it back up, A. It's cool. Okay, that's you, Andy Gogo. No problem. Yeah, who wants it? We got one more left. Does anybody want it? Type in me. I want it real quick, and I'll send it to you. Brandon Estevez. Where do I send my address? Oh, Brandon, you didn't attach it to your order? Hold on a second here. I got your address, Brandon. I got your address. It's attached to your PayPal. You have to see the sold listings, not the asking prices. I've been looking at the sold listings. All right, let me see. Did anybody say they wanted it? Jason Place. I don't know if that's you. Let me see. Me, I want it. What PayPal to send? Jackal, that's you. You want it? Sir Angus Fungus says, I'm having issues. I'm still in. Okay, so this is your box? Okay, never mind. It's Sir Angus. All right, no problem. Yeah, just let me know what's going on with that. You were the first guy to win one anyway, to request it. Thank you, Sir Angus Fungus. Appreciate you for doing that. Done. They're gone. We got our boxes returned to us, and we found new homes for them. Confirm those addresses, EVS. They might not be accurate. Should I read them aloud, Chris? I won't do that. That's not a thing. We won't make that an issue. All right. Let me see. I might go back to work. Can I get one for free? Says Awazaru. What's in the box? Says some guy. Where's mine Fatso? Says Bob Bug with one eye is king. Some are selling for $400 on eBay. Ethan isn't price gouging. No, I think it's fair. People who backed it originally paid $200. I think charging, what am I charging? $300 for them now? I think that's fair. 1945 says, is young Klippa going to pull up on you again? He'd be welcome to. Can I just be honest? He's a great guy. Like, he's a really nice guy. What you see in the videos is, I think, his troll character, but I had a nice conversation with him about comics. It's hard to really it's hard to not make friends with people who want to talk about comics with you, because it's something that we all kind of relate to, we all enjoy. Yeah, I like it. Do some social commentary, Ethan. I got things to talk about, but I also have work to do tonight. Whatever happened with all that stuff? Great Ranzini says, I charged $750 on the extra 3 honeycomb boxes I purchased. Wow, did you get them? Damn. Lol, did you get like $750 a piece? That's amazing. Glad you're friends with disgusting pedos, says Pablo Diablo. I don't think I'm friends with any pedos. I have troll friends. I don't think any of them are interested in children. Or fuck children. It's disgusting. Let me see. Sergeant Platinum says, Haley VS, clarify for me. Is the difference between Vespis action figures, the red and green eyes, are the foragers labeled as soldiers on the package? Yes, I will clarify. Unfortunately, yes, they are labeled as soldiers. For some reason, we couldn't get them to change the inserts. Like, I would have liked it if the blue Cyberfrog actually said on the package itself, like, electric blue, but it says it on the reverse. They are labeled as soldiers no matter what, because the packaging was already done when I made the decision to make variants. The Vespis foragers are different. They're complete reversals of the paint job. So they have green eyes. Their tails, their abdomens are painted opposite. And also their legs are painted opposite. So the ends of their legs are black instead of yellow, and vice versa. So they are a complete reversal of the paint job. They're pretty neat. And they're pretty neat. Let me see. We have the Blade Devil 2 closeout stream soon. That's nice. Good for you, Liam. You're helping people out. Just use AI to do your streams. That way you can focus on drawing full time. See, that would be great. Illuminati says, Riley and Vito have said similar things regarding being enthusiastic about children. I think they're just fucking with people. I've said similar things about Nazism, right? I make those jokes all the time. I would never make a joke about that. But I don't think they actually are. I don't think those people joke about it. That's just not something. Young Bullet says, are we still at war with Young Rippa? We're not at war with him at all. Not at all. I'm not fighting him one bit. I don't want to harm his business. What I did to clarify was I just said, I'm out of this idea that if I have to, how do I explain this? If my associating with people who he doesn't like means that I'm going to be in trouble, then I got to be out of this situation. I got to just say, look, we're not like that. Like, I'm not going to be enemies with your enemies. Okay. I'm just not. We have two different businesses here. And I think he made that clear. I said, you should be supporting other, indie comics. And he said, why would I do that? Like, Marvel and DC don't support each other. I got Rippaverse, you got All Caps, you got these companies. Why would I support? That's not what we do around here. We're different businesses. And I mean, if that's the case, cool. I mean, that's fine. I wish him well. I want him to do well, but I'm not going to be somebody who's, your enemies or my enemies. It's like, well, the very least situation, like if we're going to be like that, can you retweet some Comicsgate campaigns? If we're like that, but we're not like that. So, that's just the way it's going to be. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be like, if you're not cool with Eric, then you're not cool with me. He ain't CG. That's a quicker way of putting it. Thank you, Matt. But yeah, I wish him well. I don't want him to do badly. I want him to do fine. It's just, I had to kind of come out and say, look, yeah, like, don't expect that kind of loyalty from me. I'm not going to do that. So that's how it is. Let me see. Are we still at war with Shane? It's really uncomfortable. Like, I mean, that whole situation was so goddamn uncomfortable. I was not happy about having to do that at all. Because I knew what, it was going to look like. And the thing about it is by doing that, people, I was like, one of the reasons why I don't want to do this is because he's outselling me. And if I do this, people are going to say, oh, you're jealous or you're trying to hurt him because his business is doing better than yours. And I'd rather not have people think that, but I guess they can think it if they want to, because I just can't abide by those standards where it's like, don't you understand? Like, this person's not cool with me. So why are you cool with them? It's like, I don't do that. I want to make my own choices about who I associate with. And I guess people can think what they want. Sir Angus Fungus says, hey, Ethan, did my effort earn a honeycomb? I think I literally missed it the last day. I believe in karma. Hopefully is as. Yeah, I just got one from, I don't know what your real name is. So, oh shit. Hold on a second here. Are you, yeah, dude, yeah, you're gonna need to send me a little more money. I just caught where you're from, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, like, it's gonna cost almost that much to ship it to you. So could you, you're gonna have, is it okay? I mean, I'll refund yours. You're far away from me, and your shipping is literally $150 to ship to you. So sorry about that. Yeah, like if you're like, in the United States, I want $40 to ship these things. Outside of the country and really far outside of the country, it's got to be a little bit more than that. Yeah, down under. Sorry about that. Do you want me to refund it? Hold on a second here. Sir Angus Fungus, do you want me to refund the your money? Because it's going to cost you like 50% over again just to get this shipped to you. Sir Angus Fungus lives on the moon. In USD, yeah. Do I have to? Yeah, in USD, it's gonna have to be like another 150, dude. It's not even funny to ship these things to you guys. It's really brutal. Oh my god, shipping to Australia and shipping to, believe it or not, Canada just ate up so much of our budget for shipping. We were not expecting it to be like in Canada. What the hell is with Canada? USD. Yeah. Sir Angus Fungus, is that is that too much? It really is uncool. And if you think I'm lying about that, I'll be happy to show you our stamps.com account and show you what it looks like. It really is it's brutal. It's unfair. But we can't be relied upon to to pay that. It's just not right. Yeah, Canada. If you're shipping to Canada, you know about this. It's awful. Let me see here. Yeah, he ain't lying. Get a DHL account for international backers. We ship USPS internationally. It's just easier. Yeah, I just shipped a bunch of, like I said, I just shipped a bunch of foreigns today, and it's just like, God dang. Fearsome Bullet says he says he wants it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's not fair. That's why I was hoping just to ship them to the United States. I don't mind shipping one to Australia. I just hate to ask for the shipping. It's crazy. But it is what it is. How is it $60 from Jersey to Detroit? I don't know, dude. You should use Stackery for all overseas shipments, says Mark Walters. All right. Yeah, thank you. I just received it. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sarangus Fungus. I apologize to you. I should have made that clear before you decided you wanted to buy it. But like I said, I would refund it if you wanted. It's just it's craziness. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Very cool. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, we're almost done, by the way. Our Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet campaign, the big one, the 12,000 backer campaign with all unique packed boxes that we got to send out. We are down in the 700s now. 700 more orders to ship. When this campaign is finished, I mean, I'm going to be so happy. We used to just look at this thing and be like, I'm dreading this. We had money all put away from the campaign to pay for shipping. We're almost completely out of it. We've still got to ship 700 boxes. You know, we'll probably have to dip into our own money to finish paying the shipping. It's craziness. But we'll probably make it back once we get everything up on eBay. It is insane. Shipping to fake countries costs more, says David A. Don't call us foreigns. That's what we call. Sorry. Yeah, no, we call packages domestics or foreigns. I'm like, Mikey, today you're going to be doing all foreigns. Print out all foreigns. I don't care where they're going. Just today you're going to focus on foreigns. And the reason why is because stamps.com it takes longer. Like it takes 4 times as long because you have to piece the address, you copy the name, stick the name in the name blank. Whereas with domestic, you can just copy the whole address and then stick it into the slot, and it spits out a coupon really quick. So it's a lot quicker. Let me see. Jose M says, how many people are able to buy a honeycomb box, and why not me? We had 8 of them. Jose M, if I get any more back under similar circumstances, I'm going to sell them. I'm not going to sit on any. People really wanted the honeycomb boxes, and I understand like why people are upset that Cyberfrog 2 was so late, but at the same time the book is really good. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm very proud of it. And if you're mad at me, you want to throw your money away and just protest by sending back the box, I'm going to sell it again. I'm going to make the money again. So that is what it is, and I want people to have it and enjoy it. People who wanted it, so their loss is your gain, I guess. My advice to people who are mad at me and are getting their package and want to protest me is to open it up and sell it and make a profit. It is, these are beautiful books. The stuff that we made for these honeycomb boxes, there is no other campaign. There's no other comic book campaign that even comes close to what we've done here. And it did take a long time. But every item in the box, you can see it's so carefully and lovingly crafted. Salamandroid Death Sting is a terrific book to read. It's a really fun book with a lot of information. The art is my best art. Wreck Planet, I think, is the best thing I've ever done in my career. I really worked hard on it. And people are saying so. People are saying the writing is good, which is nice because artists aren't supposed to be able to write. I really meditated and prayed over it. Like I would sit out in the sunshine and just like pray for help and guidance to like be able to write this thing. And the end result, I think, is really good. And then we made these toys, the PVCs that come with the honeycomb box. You get a Salamandroid and a Cyberfrog, and they're just great. They're high quality PVCs. Beautiful, beautiful statues. And then a bunch of extra books, freebie books as well, piled into there, including one variant of Wreck Planet, the I Spit on Your Hive variant of Heather Swain, chromium variant that on its own on eBay easily is selling for $100. You could just pull out that variant, put that up on eBay, and make $100 back on your $200, in this case $300. I've raised the price investment. So we did a really, really good job. And I understand, being mad that it took this long. I'll try to go faster, right? Like I want to go faster. But I if it's about making good comics, I think I did that. Brennan Estevez. So send an email with my updated address. Oh, so this address isn't correct. Okay, all right. So I'll make sure that's correct as we send them out. Might be cheaper to fly out and collect in person from the UK, says Gaspius. Yeah, the UK is bad too. UK is like $141 to send one of these. Craziness. All right, let me see. I spit on your pie, says Jabba Ender of Stream. Jose M, is anyone even excited for Alpha Core? Here we go. $10 a month for a 30-minute early access. Get the fuck out. Lol, Dick Masterson's making more sense every day. All right. Well, thanks for $5 anyway. Yeah, I don't want to run down Eric July's business at all. There's competition. Those guys kind of took a shot at us, and they should, because of our bag and board issue last week. They took a kind of a veiled shot at All Caps Comics. That's fine and good. I don't want to sit there and join in, actually pulling down his business at all. That's not where I'm coming from. I will say, though, our books are good. That's all I want to say. Jay Vama fan says, the only thing EBS does fast is walk downstairs. No, I do not. Not at all. Very slow. MC. Chuck is good. I do. All right. So are we done here? What are we doing? Hatch for 50XS says, do you honestly think the art was good? The dialogue, it's all very amateurish. You thought Wreck Planet was amateurish? Mark, did you read Wreck Planet? You're somebody who I would send. I might send you. I might send you a copy. We got damaged copies, so I would send you a reader copy. I'm surprised to hear you say that about Cyberfrog and my work, because I'm like, why are you in here if you think my stuff is amateurish? Oh, I. It isn't. He's got a professional artist on there. Okay. No, I just got done talking about how good Wreck Planet is, and you're like, it's all very amateurish, and I was like, really? Okay. It's funny. No, Mark's a critic. Mark doesn't like me anymore, but he's welcome in here. He's all right. I like his. Like he and Alfred Ortiz, not Ortega, Ortiz. They come in here and heckle me, but they seem to be. I don't think they're mean or anything. They're just kind of. I think they're leftists. Free copies if we don't like Ethan's work. Your book sucks, as Kay says. Well, no. I mean, there are a couple of people who I would want. It's for my own sake. Like I want their review because I know them personally. Or there have been a couple of cases where. I wanted to test Cyberfrog Wreck Planet against people who I would assume would be anti-Comicsgate, and just see what they say. Like, let me send you Wreck Planet. I think that even though you don't like Comicsgate, you're going to be objective and honest in your review. So if I get a good review from you, I know I did. You want to test it against people like that. You don't want to just send it to people who are predisposed to like you, and they're probably going to like the book, and you're pretty sure they're going to like the book. You want to send it to people who are, you want to also let people read it and review it for criticism, people who are inclined to give it a bad review because they don't like you, or to be more critical of it because they don't like you. That's something that I'd want to do. Let me see. We all heckle you, though. I know, but most of you heckle me out of love. Nobody's really that mean to me in here. I miss Teeth and Vampire. That was a good. I like my Halloween name. Comic artist amateur secret, says David L. Yeah. Mark Walter says, Ethan owes me a nice Superman sketch. When? Since when? I don't want to draw Superman. Here's Alfred Ortiz, which isn't even his real name. I know what his real name is, but see, this is the thing. I know what his real name is. I never dox him. I always call him Alfred. Says, it's kind of out of love, but for a red-headed stepchild. That's not nice. Liam Gray is in here. Don't say things like that. Here's Cecil. He says, oh, look, it's the luckiest girl in the world because Juju's in here too. I love it. There's Juju. Cecil's new girlfriend. That makes me happy, man. You get out of a bad marriage and then you get into a good relationship like that. Cecil seems really happy. Alfred is Scott Kurtz. No, he isn't. But he acts like him sometimes. That is true. All right, listen, love you guys. I want to draw tonight. I promise I'm going to live stream every day. I really feel like I don't want to interfere with a Jack show or anybody else's show. Last month, I did like no YouTube. I think I did like 4 live streams the entire month because I was so busy. I got to refocus and recommit to this. So I will be live streaming tomorrow too. I will try to live stream every day in November, unless I really can, unless something comes up. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to do 3 hours a day. I'm really grateful to all of you. Thank you for buying the extra honeycomb boxes. That was very kind of you as well. I'll send them out tomorrow. Drawstream says Retro McRyan. I might do a draw stream for when I get back to doing head sketches in some of the rec planets because I've still got like 100 of those to do. Yes. You want to watch me draw Heather Swain head sketches? Everybody ordered Heather Swain. I've gotten really good and quick at drawing a Heather Swain head sketch, but I might do a draw stream for that. The cover I'm working on right now, I really need to focus on. Like I can't be distracted. I got to really just kind of be 100% into it. And I don't like you guys watching me and talking and me not being able to focus on what you're saying and answer you. Just seems rude. So that's what we're doing. Thank you guys. Love you all. I will see you again tomorrow. Just make a Heather Swain stamp. Just thank you for, I think I charged like $100 for those. Thank you for $100. Just start raking in money. This is an AI stamp. It's art, right? Ching. Thanks everybody. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Have a great day and don't miss the Jack show. I think it starts at 11 o'clock. Take care. Bye-bye.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Don't read them. And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Don't read them. Girls read comics. Girls have always read comics. Problem solved. White boys, comic book reader. Don't buy my book. Don't buy my book. I literally can't even think. We can have a little conference on that. Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? Don't read them. What comic books are you reading? What comic books are you reading? Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? Don't read them. What comic books are you reading? What comic books are you reading? Comic book reader. Comic book reader. May I curse? White boys, don't read them. We're very worried about comics right now. Independent comic sales are down. Mainstream comic sales are down. Everything in the mid-list is way down. You don't make a lot of money that way. There is nothing inherently masculine of heroism. There's nothing inherently masculine heroism. Girls read comics. Girls have always read comics. Problem solved. Magic. Going into the red on singles and not coming out until the trades. Stores are closing. You don't make a lot of money that way. So, don't. Comics are booming.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
switch. It's a better